Hey guys, Gamer of Gamers in the Zone, and welcome to the next installment in the Touhou series. We have Touhou 2, what was it called again? I just had the name. Okay, Touhou 2, The Story of Eastern Wonderland. So this is the second installment in the Touhou games, and, yeah, it took a bit to figure out how to switch to a different game using this emulator, but I managed to figure it out. That being said, let's go ahead and hop right to it. Now, in terms of beginning preparations for this Let's Play, there is, of course, a few things that I'd like to show off before I begin. Most specifically, I have once again from my last Touhou video some comments from Freezing Time. So this was back in episode 2 of my Let's Play of Touhou 1. Freezing Time has left some wonderful informal comments on some of what happened in that game. So if you're interested in seeing what he talks about there, go ahead and check it out in the comments. He's made a few suggestions. Mainly, the focus that I'm going to talk about here on why I bring up his comment is his mentioning on Touhou 2. He says that it's the shortest game in the series, but at the same time, one of the hardest. No, not because patterns will be too hard, as in SA or LOLK, though they're pretty hard, but because there'll be almost no advantages for you. No focus, well technically there is a focus mode, controls are the same, but the difference between focus and unfocused is just too small to even see the difference between them for most people. No hitbox, and some very strange and specific attacks. What can I say? Good luck, and I hope your skill still is very good, because otherwise there'll be a lot of suffering. Again. Well, that's all. Take care. So once again, thank you very much, Freezing Time, for your very informal comments. That being said, let's go ahead and see what this game is about. Once again, there's only one playable character, that of course being Reimu here. And, there are 3 shot types in this game, which must mean there's 3 different good endings I can get here. So the description says, after returning from a training session, Reimu finds that her shrine has been overrun by ghosts and yokai. Excited by this chance to test her fledgling abilities, she mounts her flying turtle Genji and grabs her exceedingly wonderful yin-yang orbs so she can go investigate. So, unique gameplay mechanics, no boss health gauges. Aside from being the first bullet hell game in the series, this game has other unique functionality. Unlike the rest of the series, bosses don't have health bars in this game. Introduction of Extra Stage. This was the first game in the series to use the concept of an extra stage. Score file. This score file... okay, it has 100% completion status. Extra is available for all shot types. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Oh, this score file has 100% completion status. Okay. Of course, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try and actually unlock the extra stage by actually getting the good endings rather than downloading a file. That is unless, of course, our good old pal Freezing Time recommends I download this file. If he's wondering what I'm talking about, like always, I'll leave a link to the site that I download these games from so we can look into the game himself and see if the download is a good idea to get. But with that, I am going to go ahead and get this game started. We got an idea on the gameplay, so I'm assuming that means we have similar button controls as I've had in the previous Touhou games. So, yeah, there's the extra start option. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so these are 3-shot types. Highly mobile type that doesn't use the Yin-Yang Orb. Defensive type that moderately uses the Yin-Yang Orb. Offensive type that relies on the Yin-Yang Orb. Interesting. I think since this is my first time playing, I'd say let's go with the defensive type, because if there's anything Obi-Wan from Star Wars has shown me, it's that defensive types, as well as, of course, in other RPGs I've played, going high on the defense is a good move to make. Okay, Purple Field, Purple Dawn is the first stage. Alright, where them ghosts at? Alright, so this is neat. While it is technically a bit of a ghost invasion, it gives Reimu the chance to test her. So is this training supposed to be like what allowed Reimu to transform this series into a shoot-'em-up genre in the first place? Like the kind of power, or is it just like... I guess I'm gonna need some context for that. I'm sure our good old pal, Freezing Time, will gladly answer all my questions, like he always does. I know this may be a lot to put on you, leaving it up to you, Freezing Time, to answer all my questions, but I mean, I probably would be left in confusion had it not been for you, and I really should thank you for all the effort you've put in too. Okay, all right, we got underwater cannons firing at me. Ah, is that a tank? Alright, let's whip out that, that's a tank. Let's whip out that We Play music, huh? You guys remember We Play with that tanks minigame? Out of all the We Play minigames, the tanks one was definitely the best one. I always grab one, but I always end up missing the other. Also, I don't know if the max power is 128 like it usually is. I'm going to assume yes. Also, there's no exact gauge on the exact amount of power I have right now, so it's kind of left up to interpretation right now on the amount of power I currently have. Nonetheless, just keep collecting power. That's the best I could do at the start of the game. Of course, I'm going to shoot, like always, I'm going to shoot as many as I can. Though I should make sure I focus as well on collecting power, because that's going to be the big key in what's going to allow me to do well in this game. Is get my hands on as much power as I can. How did I miss all of that? I gotta get the hang of this movement pattern, because clearly I'm not doing it correctly. Ah! That was close. Alright, what do we got coming up here? Is it boss time already? There's definitely something ahead. Quite a few shots around, Eternal Shrine Maiden Reimu. A sinister individual approaches, mistress. I wonder... Wait, the turtle talks as well? I wonder if this is it for the shrine. Are you listening to me, mistress? Old turtle wisdom, Genji? What now, you senile old turtle? Senile? Over there, mistress. What? Her? She's just some human. I'll lick her in no time. Mistress. What do you mean, sinister? I'll have you know I made every one of these ghosts here. How is that not sinister? Be quiet, just sit back and let yourselves be destroyed by the flower tank. My ultimate masterpiece, if I do say so myself, okay? Hey, who are you working for? Wait, you're not, here I come. Oh, great. This person needs to play some We Play tanks. So that way we can test to see if this thing is stronger or weaker than the tanks and that you go up against in We Play tanks, because the tanks you go up against in We Play tanks are pretty tough. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna try going to focus mode. Okay, yeah, you kind of have a point that I'm still able to move pretty fast even while in focus mode. Ah! Oh, that was close. I gotta pay close attention. I guess I shouldn't have hung out in the middle there. That was, I was not ready for that. I'll have to be sure to be ready for that on my next run. Aw, I lost. Farewell. Darn, we didn't find out who hired her. Shall we chase her down, mistress? Nah, she'll probably leave traps. Ah, she isn't going to chase me. See? Okay, so that's it then. We're just done here. We successfully defended the shrine. Alright, well that's game, everyone. Thanks for watching the video, everyone. Clearly our adventure's already over, seeing how we've already successfully defended the shrine. Yeah, I'm sure there's still more to this. Yep, there we go. Raju Midnight Rainstorm. Of course. Every Touhou player knows there's always 6 stages in a Touhou game. I mean, the first game had 20, but that was because that was a Brick Breaker game, not... No, okay, what is this? Okay, these guys are, like, tracking my movements. Ah! Oh, geez, that was a fast movement. Luckily, I was ready for that. Oh, no. They were ready for that. Yeah, Lego Movie's my favorite, one of my favorite movies. That movie's so funny. It's just, y'all ready for this? Oh no, they were ready for that. Okay, what were those bullets that thing was firing? Oh no, I'm just firing away. I haven't even used any bombs yet, even though I did take a hit there earlier. That was close. I need to pay attention. Some of these guys don't even get the chance to shoot. Alright, bang that. Okay, one of them spawned over there, but I missed the other. Is this just gonna be this for the entire rest of the stage? There's gotta be something more interesting than this. I know most stages always have something interesting before the boss. I don't know if that thing we faced earlier was the mid-boss or not. I'm just going along here and seeing how things go. Too many particle effects on screen, man. How was I supposed to tell what was red bullets and what was items and just simple particle effects? I mean, I get this is a much older game, but still, though, you gotta find ways around those somehow. I just gotta get used to the speed that Reimu travels at, because I know Reimu's known for being the slow one, but I don't remember her being this slow in this game. I guess she should have gone back, shouldn't have returned to the shrine so early and should have taken the time to get a bit more training in, you know what I mean? Why does some of those rocks look like they have happy faces on them? I'm not sure. If you look real carefully, I don't know. One of them to me just looked like a happy face from the distance I'm able to see the screen at. Something stinks, Gramps. What are you guys even doing out here anyway? We just decided to let the tank girl get away, and then did we just kind of go off in our own direction? Over there, mistress. Are we just out on a normal patrol routine? Well spotted, turtle. Samurai of Darkness, Meira. I am Meira. I'm here for the Hakure. Hey, what's all this all of a sudden? I mean, I don't mind, but anyway, if I win, then the power of the Hakure will be mine. Oh. We don't need to fight to win me, you know. What's wrong? I'm not after you. It's your power I want, moron. My power? What are you talking about? Besides, we're both women. That's disgusting. In that case, if I win, you wouldn't mind then, right? After all, if you get to have conditions. Are you even listening to me? Sure, fight. On top of that, you know such old references. I don't know such old references. I'm asking if you're ready. I hope you don't lose. Whoa, okay. Cutting through the... I thought I'd be able to fit through that. lot of my expectations are kind of being, sort of pulled away here. Like, the stuff that's happening in-game is kind of going against what I expect to happen. Okay, at least I know what's coming this time. I'm sure... Yeah, this stuff is simple, because it's just remembering what's about to come your way, so you know what's going to happen for next time. Every time it looks like I'm guessing Zun didn't add in, like, the super small hitboxes yet, either, because I feel like I'm getting hit by a lot of stuff that doesn't look like it's gonna hit me, and then it does. And of course, only 3 continues, so I gotta be careful now. So the fact that I already used 3 continues, meaning that I can definitely see us having a bit of a rough time here. So considering the fact that we've already had to use a continue by the 2nd stage, yeah, I can definitely see what you mean by having a bit of difficulty on our hands. Then again, I did, I think, get a game over on my first time playing Touhou 11 as well, so I'm sure I've definitely had to deal with harder. Because all she's doing is just throwing a bunch of balls around the place. Thought you were a samurai, not a clown juggling balls. Wait, what's this? Oh no, she stopped moving. Oh well, time to bury her. Hold your horses. Enough already. Darn it, she got away. On that note, I wonder what Miss Mayra wanted anyway. You weren't paying the least bit of attention, were you? Well, anyway, Scarlet Dream. Okay, so does that mean this level is in it? What was that? I did not touch anything, so I don't know what just happened there. I don't know if that was something I did, or if something going on in the background. Oh, is it like the more power I have, the faster I get? I just noticed that. I think it's like the more power I have, the faster I get, because right now it says I'm at max power in the corner. So okay, I was not ready for that, but at least I was able to avoid it on time. Ah! Also, similar to Touhou 11, the homing projectiles are not as good as homing in on enemies as I thought they'd be. Oh, okay. Could you guys not do that? Okay, I'll take that as a no. Do these guys just keep going until I take them down? Oh, this is probably the mid-boss. That's probably why. Okay, 1 down, 1 to go. And there it goes. Okay, the red ones are either unkillable or have an insane amount of health. Because my attacks are doing nothing to the red ones. I gotta start using my bombs, because I have not used my bombs throughout this entire run. Clearly I need to start using them. Okay, we're definitely getting our hands on a lot of power now, since it's once again easy for us now to get to max. Well, then again, it's usually around stage 2 or 3 that it's easy to get up to max power, so logically it makes sense. Considering... Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Considering the fact that this mode is focused towards defense, I'm guessing that means it's slow. So if that's the case, should I have gone for the mobile type? Since it probably would have meant it would have made things movement easier. That's what I want to know. Okay, what do we got here? Where the heck are we? This is Genmukai, the gap between Makai and our world, which is, as freezing time establishes the demon world. So how exactly did we get here? That's the question, because are we just on a adventuring just for the sake of going after some yokai, or what's going on here? So all we did was fight off it. The only story we got so far, not outer space, we can breathe just fine here. The only story we've gotten so far in this game was that the Hakure Shrine was under attack. Okay, so we defended against the attack. So are we just like trying to look for the attacker? Because the Reimu kind of just let the attacker get away, and I don't even know if we're trying to follow the attacker or not, considering the fact that Reimu clearly claimed that she was not gonna follow the attacker. So I'm assuming we're just kind of on some random adventure just for the sake of going after some yokai. I wasn't really worried about that. This is the quickest route to Raimiden? What are we going to Raimiden for? The enemies here are tough. Whatever do you mean? Look, here's one now. Jeez, already? Alright, let's go. Oh boy, we got... Again, I think the only thing that's really making this difficult so far is that it's throwing a lot of stuff at me that I'm never ready for. Okay, like here, I can at least tell that, yeah, it's a streaming attack. So at least here it gives me the time I need to properly do. So I can see kind of what you meant on this game's difficulty freezing time. It's not hard, but at the same time, like... Clearly I'm never... this game has low reaction time in terms of being able to death bomb as well, because clearly I never have enough time to react to stuff like that. Is this even the correct button commands to use a bomb? Let me see here. Okay, so I can use bombs regularly with the X button. Let's see, what's happening here? Okay, I pressed the X button right there, so clearly I should have used the bomb there rather than getting hit. Alright, I'm betting you're about to unleash an attack. Saw that coming. Okay, that was kind of just a gut feeling, but I could tell something was about to happen there, and I could kind of predict that one on instinct. Also, are none of my attacks shooting this thing? I'm noticing instances where my shot type homes in on it, and times where it doesn't home in on it. Okay, I was able to react in time with that. Okay, it's down. Wow, that was scary. Please don't make such strange noises, mistress. Okay, let's hurry up and get out of here. How was that scary? That was... I mean, are you used to the bosses always being just a simple yokai instead of some kind of... What was that, like a turret defense system? Evil... Stage 4, Evil Spirit, Revengeful Ghost. What is this music? This sounds like the boss music from Final Fantasy VI. That's totally what this is. I don't know if Zun knew about Final Fantasy back in the day, but it's probably a mistake that he replicated the vast majority of the boss soundtrack from Final Fantasy VI, but that has got to be quite the embarrassing coincidence. I'm sure there are lots of people who played this game thinking he basically ripped off Final Fantasy VI. Ah! Oh, I didn't even notice the enemies on the side there. They blended in too much with the background. I was in the mood to use a bomb there. Since I have not been using bombs very much this first run, I know it's my first playthrough and all, but still though, I gotta start using some bombs at some point, otherwise I'm gonna get nowhere. Alright, is this the Vengeful Spirit? Ha! Managed to react fast enough that time. Okay, so what exactly is gonna happen here? Because I'm just getting hit by everything today. Well, there were some parts that I had good instinct on, but vast majority of my deaths so far, at least in the early on sections, are by things that I'm, like, not expecting and just, like, not ready for. So I think we're... Well, yeah, Stage 4 is usually the point of these games where it starts to have real difficulty rather than death from stuff you weren't expecting. Oh, this guy again? And I swear I'm using bombs. Does the game have like a late reaction to my button inputs? Because I swear I'm using bombs. Ah! Now here it looks like I'm getting hit by stuff, but at the same time I'm not getting it. Oh, extra life! Give that to me. Ugh. Oh, and similar to Touhou 6, the extra light, the power goes, the amount of points power's worth goes up. The more I collect them when I'm at full power. There's something big up ahead. Indeed, I feel something overwhelming. Perhaps we found the leader at last. Also, why do I have the light on? I just noticed that. The light always inhibits my vision whenever I'm playing these kind of games that require my full attention. It's kind of familiar though, but what is it? Could the one behind all this really be... What? What? Here she comes. Fancying meeting you here, Reimu. Charming evil spirit Mima. Oh yeah, I remember Freezing Time talking about this in the last video as well. Let me, I still have the video up here, so I should be able to look at the description he gave me of Mima. He claimed that, yeah, second boss in the first game in the, Hell route was Mima. Oh boy, this character is very important in the first 5 games. Some lore as a whole. Mostly PC98 part, but not to worry. Don't forget that even Sun doesn't want to integrate those characters in new stories. They're still living there, they're just not important. And also, all events in PC98 actually happened. They just were so long ago that they don't really matter to the story anymore. I won't say much about her because almost all information will be spoilers, so let's just say for now that she is a vengeful spirit which holds a big grudge at Reimu and Hakure's shrine, especially. You'll see her in every PC98 game, so we'll come back to her later. So, this is the one you were talking about. So she does come back in the later Touhou games. At least in the retro era, for sure. Mima, I knew it was you. You did? Nope, I had no idea. I just always wanted to try saying Bon voyage. More importantly, Mima. You're the one who messed up my shrine, aren't you? Oh, who cares about some cheap shrine in the middle of nowhere? My goal is vengeance against the entire human race. Well, I suppose it's fine to dream big. But I can't forgive you for busting up the shrine. Wait, wasn't it that lady with the tank that attacked the shrine? I'm a bit confused on the direction this story's going in at the moment. I'm sealing you in here for good. A challenge, but I'm afraid I just don't have the time. The hour of my restoration is nearly at hand, so until then, please play with this one. See ya. Hey, wait. Darn it. Yeah, you don't normally face a culprit in these games until the 6th stage, Reimu. Don't forget about that. Don't worry, I've got this. Magician of Red Dreams M-A-R-I-S-A. Wait. So this is our introduction to Marisa in the Touhou series? That's actually interesting to know that Marisa initially started out as a... well, not exactly a bad guy, but working for a bad guy. That is actually kind of interesting to know. Get out of my way. Ho ho. And let you chase Lady Mima? No thank you. I'll be keeping you entertained for a little while right here. I guess I could beat you up too. You think I'd lose to a half-baked magician like you? Stay calm, mistress. This one may be dangerous. Don't worry, I'll clean her up in no time. Yeah, I already cleaned her up back in Touhou 8, I believe, so I should be able to handle this just fine. Love-colored magic. Guessing that's the name of the theme. Okay. Pulling more cheap tricks on me, are we? Whoa, 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 whoa. Watch it with those orbs now. Of course, we got Unleashing the Stars, are we? Alright. Ah! Oh, come on. Yeah. This game really likes pulling a lot of cheap tricks on me. Also, I am out of bombs. Okay, all I can do on this phase is just kind of run. And... Ha! Haha! Didn't have a lot of space to dodge that. Ha! Okay, I'm ready for you this time. Ha! Okay, so I can just... again, the game's pulling a lot of cheap tricks on me. That's pretty much the only reason why I'm dying a lot in this game. Because, like, the later games are obviously a lot fairer than this. But, like, here, it's just... The only real difficulty in it is just trying to be cheap with its difficulty by having a bunch of cheap, unexpected deaths that's, like... How is anyone even supposed to know that was gonna happen? Also, do I have to, like, take out the orbs first or something? Because, like... Come on! How many hits is gonna take just to take her down? And there she goes with the orbs again. I'm real tired of having to do all this. She definitely unleashes the stars just like she does back. I swear I am using bombs! I really can't tell if this game is just being late with my button inputs or what is going on here. Because I feel like the game just is not cooperating with my button inputs or something of the sort. Okay, I was ready for that time. Still, though, that has to be a really stupid attack. I'm pretty much down to my last continue, so once I run out of lives here, that's pretty much it. Lady Mima, forgive me. Alright, let's move. The barrier disappeared. I guess that means we're all ready. Let's go. But I'm worried that you may not be any match for Mima right now. Yeah, you already... Pretty much 2 lives left, and that's pretty much it. I'm gonna be done here. What? Yeah, he's right. You've continued 3 times. Okay, that's something the later games have not done, is actually have a character straight up break the 4th wall by mentioning the amount of times you've continued. That is both interesting as well as, I think actually does a more effective job in making it realize that, this game really discourages using continues. Marisa, what are you still doing here? In any case, please be careful. Whatever. Hehe. But, like, even our own Turtle knows that, yeah, we're dying a lot early on, that clearly we're not... not just Marisa, but I, the player, am not ready for this. I mean, obviously, this is my first time playing this game, so it would make sense that I wouldn't be ready for a bunch of stuff being thrown at me that I'm obviously not going to be ready for. So, yeah, I'm not ready for this. I mean, at least it feels like, you know, the more trial and error I put it, the more I'm going to be able to predict what all this fast-paced stuff coming my way is going to be. So it still feels possible, but not in, like, a challenging way like the later games where it involves close concentration. Most of this stuff just involves knowing what's going to happen, so you're ready to quick counter it. All the cheap attacks that are going to come your way. Alright, let's go, Mima. I'll get you this time. Haha, you're late. I wonder just how well you wield your power. Not very well, I can see. This is no good at all. You may have noticed, but those orbs... What are you on about now? Come on, let's fight. Very well, but since you desire... But... Only a blood number of the Harkurate clan can use those orbs, yes? What are you trying to say? I'll make sure not to kill you then. What the heck? I'll have you exercise so fast it'll make your head spin. Miss Briss, you need more practice. Are you making fun of me too, you old traitor? Genji has been watching you. And he was disappointed in your performance. You mean my performance, and that was only because you kept throwing a bunch of cheap stuff at me. Man, this game... I don't know what this is, but I gotta say, this out of all the Touhou games, this one is the most effective in really nailing in your head that, yeah, you're not doing really good. Though I don't think it's from my own skill. I think it's mainly from the fact that this game's throwing a lot of cheap stuff at me, and for some reason the bombs are not being as responsive to me as they were in all the other games. You're kidding, right? I'm strong, aren't I, Gramps? Lady Reimu, if you just train some more and return here later... Shut up, now I'm mad. I'll show you who's disappointing, Mima. Ho, I wouldn't have it any other way. Very well, I won't hold back. I said I wouldn't hold back. Complete darkness. Alright. Yeah, at least make this a bit more skill-based now, rather than throwing a bunch of cheap stuff at me. Oh, jeez, what are you doing? Okay, they were locking onto me for something there, and I guess it was a good thing I moved out of the way of those lines, because... Okay. Get out of the way of the lines, because clearly they unleash a powerful attack. Yeah, see, a lot of these attacks with this fight feel at least a bit more skill-based rather than how quick are your reflexes, you know what I mean? Okay, my finger just slipped there, just so you know. So at least this feels like a reasonably decent final battle. Neat music, too. I mean, I know the Touhou games have always been known for their music, but still, though, this is good stuff. Okay, that wasn't one attack. I was unsure what was going to happen there, and once again left thinking, how would I have been ready for that? Oh, is she doing that again? Okay. At least I'm ready for those. Yeah, because, like, here, you can tell vast majority of these attacks so far have been just mainly skill-based, rather than just throwing cheap stuff at you. That's why I'm doing so well in this fight, is because... Okay, that was a pretty tight opening. That was more of a lack of skill that time. Okay, that was also a bit of a lack of skill as well. Oh, okay. Ha ha ha, you're so very, very weak. If we keep going, you'll just end up dead. Planning to run, coward? Stop. Bye-bye, let's meet again when you're a little stronger. Ah. He got away. After that... Ever since Mima and the other... come on, give me some time to read that game. Something gonna happen eventually? Something going to change? Just so frustrating. I simply didn't train enough. Yeah, I'm telling you, you shouldn't have returned to the shrine that early. But I hate training so much. This is so depressing. All because I didn't have enough training. My body feels heavy for some reason. Marisa? Don't say things like that. Just train more. I'll give you some help. Hey, what are you doing here? Why are you on my head? Also, those do not look like M's. I'm just gonna say that now. Anyway, we need to change your attitude. And I think some more discipline would help. Okay, let's begin. Training time is fun time. No way. Come on now, let's train. Wait a minute. Where are we going to train? You wanted to train under a waterfall? But that can't be a waterfall. But isn't that water? Where? I'm soaked in some other liquid. Ew. This is all goopy. So it isn't magic? Help! Bad end 2. Try harder next time. Okay. Though I don't think it's about me having a try harder game. I think it's just about needing to be a bit more ready for stuff that I clearly wasn't ready for. Because that was more of an annoying kind of difficulty that, like, once you're able to find a way around that annoying kind of difficult, at least, you know, then it's manageable. That's an interesting thing about, like, when a game is annoyingly difficult, because then it's obvious that it's from, like, a programming situation where it's like, once you find a way to use that programming to your advantage, then it, like, becomes simple and easy. While something like 11, like, that stuff requires some legitimate skill. So I think that's what freezing time meant when she, or he, I don't know what gender freezing time is, so apologize for that, freezing time. But clearly, there was definitely a lot of, just me having to be ready for next time, knowing what to expect. That's my only real problem with the game. Other than that, knowing that, and that it'll probably be much easier to learn this stuff than it would be for stuff that requires legitimate skill, I do feel like this is possible. Thank you for playing. And you're welcome. And there's still 2 other shot types. We gotta, well, of course, get the bad ending as well as the good endings on as well. Probably will be going for the bad endings first. Your skill, 21. A failure of a person. Hey, the only failures are the ones who, make it to where you're getting hit by stuff you would never see coming at all. I mean, I'm thinking these people program this stuff are thinking, like, the people playing this game are gonna be like those samurais you see in, like, stuff like Seven Samurai, where, you know, they enter the door and they're able to counter-attack most common people wouldn't see coming. And yes, I did see that movie, Seven Samurai. That was a requirement in one of my college courses. Actually pretty good for an old Japanese film. Also, I was not expecting the person who made those kind of films as well to be a large inspiration for Star Wars, by the way. Just saying, for those who know their stuff, like I have, taken these college courses. Which, by the way, by the time I'm recording this, I recorded this on a day where it's like, it'll only be 1 week away now until I move in for my 3rd year of college, so that's something to look forward to. But with that, we're going to be ending things off here. But man, I like how the game kind of has that kind of meta direction of, like, putting emphasis on Reimu needing to train more, making it obvious that you, the player, need to train more at this game if you want to eventually beat it. Pretty nice stuff, as well as a few fourth wall breaks as well, which is actually kind of makes this game's dialogue to be a little bit more enjoyable in terms of that retrospect. from a story perspective, though, I do think the dialogue is a little less coherent, because at the on the first stage, we had us, you know, the shrine was obviously under attack by ghosts. We go up against the attacker, which was the tank lady. And then, like, as mentioned in the dialogue, Reimu just let him get away. So the second stage was kind of the turning point where it just seemed like we were just off on a random adventure for no reason, is all it seemed like. And then, oh, somehow, according to Reimu, apparently Mima was behind the attack, which I don't exactly see how that makes any sense. It was clearly the tank lady behind the attacks. So, lots of questions I'm going to be needing answers to. I apologize if this is a lot for you to take in, Freezing Time, or whatever other informal commenters are watching this. Good luck, that's all I'm going to say. But with that being said, I'm going to end this episode here. As always, thank you very much for watching. Next time, I'll be playing some more, next time I play this game, I think I'll go for that mobile shot type, because I get the feeling that one's going to put more emphasis on the ability to dodge projectiles well, and probably less on, you know, being able to shoot projectiles to be able to deal good damage to bosses. I'll figure out how it works as I go along. Until then, though, I'm going to be ending things off here. So, until next time, this is the Gamer of Gamers, and stay excellent, everyone.